Hello, everyone, and welcome to In the Know 360, show hosted by me, Annette, the warm hearted warrior diva. This show,
Ooh.
yay! This show gives you insights on the journeys of high achieving business owners and music artists who share with our audience the importance of building a strong community of like minded individuals on the road to greater success. Today's show is a collaboration between
Migi
Migi
Flow.
Flow, uh, and he
Yup.
is a artist, manager, producer, songwriter, rapper, singer, and a chef. No, hey,
Yeah.
you
Honestly, I
could,
could
you
cook
could.
pretty good.
Oh,
I cook
okay.
pretty great.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So,
Yeah.
Migi Flow is, like I said, all these things and more. And since age 17, he made it his mission to learn how to freestyle, rap, and
Yeah.
sing.
Yeah.
Miggy Flow fell in love with the craft and taught himself how to produce beats. He is constantly evolving and learning new ways to produce music. This year alone,
Hmm.
he was offered to be signed as a record label producer by SHM. Then he became manager for SavageDee. He currently manages 5 artists. He makes beats and manages other businesses. Welcome, Mickey Flo.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. I'm blessed to be here, and I'm excited. I'm excited to be a part of your podcast, your show, and I'm just excited. I'm excited.
We have the
Hey,
alien.
thank you, Ancient Artifact. You're the best. He's really awesome. He's really awesome, y'all.
Yeah, he's dope. He's dope. Definitely. Thanks
Yeah.
for showing up. And I have several questions for you. You ready?
Yeah,
Let's
I'm ready. I was born
okay.
ready.
All
You know what I'm
right, all
saying?
right. Okay. I like that. I like that spirit. So, who
Yeah.
or what inspired you to start your career in the music industry?
Yeah. So this is I'm gonna shorten this as much as I can because I could really talk about this, for hours. But I would say my number one inspiration definitely has to be my mom.
Oh,
She was in the music business, and you know, the long story short, she had a bad manager, and
mm,
that's why I aspire to be a better manager and to like really help people and not take advantage of people, because
yeah.
um I try to be like I try to be a blessing to others,
Mm,
uplift people and yeah, and to get my career started when I was 17, I think what really inspired me was my friends that were rapping. They
mm.
had to pay like $200 for like a beat, and that
Wow.
was crazy because we're young and we don't really have that much.
Mm,
We didn't have that
yeah.
much at the time. So I was like, what, I'm gonna get a MacBook. I know I've been doing music, my whole life, so I'm gonna learn how to make these beats and help my friends and
Mm,
all
mm.
of them. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That
Hmm.
is so cool. And so far, it looks like we have an entourage.
Uh, do
Follow.
we?
Yeah. No, I mean following you. No pressure.
Wait.
Well,
I honestly I don't even know who.
no, actually, well, I don't know either,
I was
but
wondering, like, can you see like how many people are watching or no?
not necessarily. But I mean, it'll pop up.
Okay.
People if they
Yeah.
want to comment, but if they like it or what have you, or you see the eyeball popping up, and then you
Oh
see the
yeah.
numbers, you don't really know. So
Okay.
it's
It's a
all good.
surprise. It's a
Yeah,
surprise.
yeah. All your past flames watching them.
Yeah.
Hey. Um, so can you recall the exact moment that you knew you wanted to pursue this career path?
Yes. So I'd say the exact moment is when I started seeing my friends, like Polly J, my homie Moody, and then like just seeing, you know, I think it was especially when Savage D reached out. when
Mm,
Savage D reached out to me in my comments, he said, like, I love your page, it's dope, like let's work. And that really like I was like, is this real? you know? I was like, is this real? Like, he's verified, he has a big following, and next thing you know it, I hit him up and I showed him some beats and he liked it. And what I could do is people can show me a beat they like and I could do my best to replicate it or like make it
mm,
my own style. And the thing about that though is that it takes a long time. So
mm.
like, producers know like it's not easy sometimes. But yeah.
It's it's not easy. If it
Yeah.
was easy, everybody would do it, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people doing it though. There's a lot of people doing it. It's
That's
all about
true.
being different though, you know?
Mm-hmm. That is so true.
Yeah.
Speaking about different, what challenges have you faced during your journey on becoming a music artist and producer?
Yeah. So I'd say some challenges I definitely face is, criticism.
Mhm.
People are always gonna judge, right?
Yeah.
But I like to think, only God could judge me, you know?
Hmm.
So I've always been very good about, not letting words get to me, hate, like, you know, if it does, then, all I gotta do is talk to a friend or, my mom or dad, they're very supportive, and I'm just grateful, to have them,
Hmm.
still by my side. So yeah.
Right. Right. That is so true. At the end of the day, it's your decision. Hey, and if they want
Hmm.
to rock with you, they'll rock with you. That's the way I think.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Um, how have you persevered despite the challenges?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I feel like a lot of challenges in my life, I've always had to persevere, and whether if it's with faith,
Hmm.
for me, it's been lately a lot of like spirituality, like the law of attraction, like the law of cause and effect, and like, knowing those and energy, right? Like,
Yeah.
I feel your energy and that, like we're vibing and I hope everyone watching too is vibing, Like it's all about energy though. And whatever you put out is what you attract. Like you're like a magnet. So if you're always positive, thinking positive, saying positive things, you're gonna attract positive blessings and all that.
Oh yes,
So
I'm
yeah.
enjoying it. I'm enjoying it because the well knows,
No one knows. She does know, cuz baby.
and Miggy flows.
Miggy flows.
Right. And
Yeah, exactly.
how does Miggy flow? Right. How
Mhm.
would you describe Miggy flow?
All right, so I get this a lot. Miggy is short, it's like my nickname. I grew up with it like since elementary. Like people call me Miggy because I was really small. Like
Ah.
I grew a lot now, but like I was really small. Like and I'd say flow comes from shortening Flores, but I put the W because I got a nice flow. Like
Mhm.
money flows, like energy flows,
Oh
like water
yes.
flows. So
That's
yeah,
okay. Okay. That I like that. I like that energy does flow for sure.
yeah.
And what experience uh, do you have in reading music or playing an
Mhm.
instrument?
Yeah. So this is really exciting because I don't talk about this a lot, and a lot of people know, but I'd say when I was very young, what's up, Red? So when I was very young, I got an electric guitar, and I wasn't that great at playing it. I'm not gonna lie, but I fell in love with instruments and music, and I loved growing up like Michael Jackson, amazing,
Oh
right? Like
yeah.
so, rest in peace, by the way. Um, but yeah, I'd say in fifth grade, I picked up a saxophone and I started learning that, and I
Uh-huh.
struggled with it, but I stuck with it. I learned music and like keyboard, and then when I got to middle school, I started playing percussion like
Oh wow.
drums, bass. I basically played every instrument in percussion, and
Wow.
ever since then, even middle school, I joined high school band, marching
Mhm.
band. So I was marching with the Conquistadors and,
Wow.
Don Lugo. Yeah, and so
Wow.
I was start off as marching bass drum, and then I went from bass to snare, you know,
Wow.
and it's like when you're marching, you're putting on that show, like you're
Yeah.
acting, and it's like you really gotta, the percussion is like the metronome for the whole
Yeah.
band. So I've always worked with a team. I'm so used to working with people and teaching
Mhm.
people how to read music and play instruments. So I really love helping people. Like that's just me.
Oh, that's great. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Saxophone and then percussion. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, what hardware and digital audio workstations have you used?
Yeah. So like this is gonna shock a lot of people. So you know, I got my MacBook, of course,
Uh
and
huh.
the software I use to make my beats, believe it or not, is GarageBand. And I know
What?
that's like that's like it comes with everything. Like you could get this on your iPhone, like you got that on
Yeah.
everything. But I really got good with it, and I just got really good at, slicing things and putting them together.
Mm.
And, you know, I feel like, they say like less is more is less. So
Uh,
like, and trust me, I tried with I think it was FL Studio. I just it's a little complicated, but I'm still getting used to it. I'm still growing as a musician.
oh, okay. I do love GarageBand too.
Yeah, it's amazing. It really is.
Now I have to tap in or tune in to my GarageBand now that you said that.
Yeah.
Um, so, which office and project management software do you
Mhm.
find most invaluable as a music producer?
Yeah. So honestly, for are you talking about like wait, sorry, what was the question again?
Uh, okay, so which
Yeah.
software, project management software
Yeah.
do you find most invaluable as a music producer?
Got you. So, um, you know, it's kind of a tough question because like I really just kind of use what I got.
Mhm.
Um, like I really stick to my, garage band and if anything I get like inspiration from hearing music
Uh-huh.
that's, either out already or like streaming or,
Uh-huh.
I got like my artists sending me beats like, oh, like, can you make something like this? And, so that's kind of like where I get my inspiration from and all that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do
Yeah.
you when you're dealing with the artist, right?
Mhm.
How do you organize them? Like,
Yeah.
do you use Excel,
Yeah, yeah, I was
Excel?
gonna say, so I use like mainly my notes. Yeah, I'd
Oh,
say a
okay.
lot of notes. Excel, I use sometimes, but I'm really used to like, I'm used to having my everything like on my notes. I feel like that's
Oh,
just so handy. The thing is though,
that's
is
true.
that before I had another phone,
Mhm.
and when I lost it, it got locked out, so I ended up losing all my notes. I had like songs written, like hell, like a lot of songs, and I lost everything. But for me, I knew that I
Oh,
could redo it. I knew that I can I knew I could
yeah.
bounce back, and if anything, it will be better than it was before.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
man, I'm sorry to hear that. You didn't put
yeah.
it on the cloud? It's not on the cloud.
I don't remember the password. I
Oh
should have wrote it down, right? I should have wrote down the password, but
no.
nah, it's
Yeah.
not on the cloud.
Look, we need to. We'll
Yeah.
talk offline. Maybe I could try to help you out on
Ah, that would be amazing. That would be
that
amazing.
on that note.
Yeah.
Um, think back to a situation when a project took longer than expected and it was difficult to meet a deadline. What
Yeah.
did you learn from that experience?
Yeah. So the first thing that comes to mind is I'd say back in like April, like as soon as, Savage D signed me on the label as a producer, like I I never like had that much pressure because I'm like, wow, like all right, like he's amazing, and he has an album coming in like less than a week. And he was like, "Do you think you could make a beat?" Like, and I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna try it." And I was sending him beats that I've already made, and I knew it wasn't his style, so like I was just like, "All right, let me see what I could do." And I wasn't able to hit the deadline. So if anything, what I learned is to, hopefully have a warning before, right? Like a at least like a maybe like a week or two, but also like just be ready and make it as soon as I can because I know like as an artist and knowing artists that we procrastinate and
Mhm.
sometimes the longer you think about it the more you're procrastinating. You just gotta like you just gotta do it, right?
Right,
So
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like designing a home, right? Like a room. You have to start with one room at a time, and it
Yeah.
takes a lot of intricate detailing to figure out how you want to create that design. So
Hmm. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
and, and then you got to figure out, okay, what kind of purple mesh should I use? I say
Yeah.
I love purple. I see
Yeah.
purple's their background, so
Yeah. I Purple is a dope color. I like blue a lot though. That's why I got the blue on.
oh yeah,
You know,
that's
gotta love the Dodgers too. LA Dodgers right there.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um, what share an experience illustrating how your communication style makes you an effective music producer? This is a
Hmm.
kicker because you really have to like communicate with the artist. So, what's your
Yeah.
style?
Yeah. So I'd say the way I approach it, I always wanted to get it the right way that they want it. So you know, I'm very good at listening and understanding, what their vision is. For me personally, like I can envision like, the dream, right? Like I could see like, oh, they want this, like they want this sound, they're going
Right.
for this style. So, you really just gotta put that all together. Like if you're making a big bowl of soup,
Yeah.
and like, you start cooking it up, like you're cooking it up in the studio. So yeah, yeah, honestly, that's probably communication is very important, and
Mhm.
you know, I'd say I'm pretty blessed with having that as like a natural gift, and having social skills and being able to like communicate well. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like now I'm hungry. I don't know if I want to get a bowl of soup. What's your favorite soup since we're on the topic here?
I say like if I'm at like a Japanese restaurant, I gotta be that miso soup. Like
Oh yeah.
I love Chinese food, like sushi, all that. Like that's probably my favorite.
Yeah, I
Can't go
love
wrong with
soup
sushi.
too. Okay, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I like miso soup too.
Yeah, or that chicken noodle soup. You're feeling a little
I
under the
know, right?
weather. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah.
sounds good. Um, what tactics do you use to stay motivated in
Hmm.
producing inspiring new music?
Yeah. So this is very important. Motivation. Um, so whether if it's I need to meditate and just ground myself again and realize why I'm doing this, right? Like I practice
Mm,
mindfulness a lot. So I'm very always calm. I try to stay relaxed, and it helps me clear my head. That way I'm not overthinking and
mhm,
getting lost in my thoughts because I used to do that a lot, and I know a lot of people struggle with that, right? Like
mhm,
overthinking and motivation. Like they lack motivation and they just need some, you know, a little words of advice or like something to get them going. So a lot of people do hit me up, when
mhm.
they need some motivation, and I'll be happy to be the first, to give you that, extra push. And
Uh-huh.
I think that's why my artists love working with me a lot is because I'm really good at uplifting, making them realize, like, we're gonna be at the top,
That's
and it's
right.
not it's not if, it's when.
Right.
It's not it's you can never doubt yourself. Like as soon as you doubt yourself, then it kind of messes up the energy, right? So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a little harder to attract
Mhm.
those blessings and what you want out of life. You know.
Yes.
Thank you.
I I love your energy too.
Thank you. Like that
So
one Drake song, I got energy, got a lot of energy.
that's right.
Yeah.
So a client that wants to invest in a professional studio recording but does not have a large budget,
hmm
how would you help guide them through this process?
Yeah. So I know a lot of people do have this problem as well. For
Mhm.
me, it's really easy working with me because I see it more as like I get the opportunity to work with, amazing artists. So I'm not gonna lie, most of the time I might do it for the free ski. I might just be like, I got you, like, I got you, you got me. It's like this is why I got a great team.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, but when it comes to that though, like I know other producers that, they'll do like, okay, like do the little deposit. When you get paid, pay me the rest. And
Okay.
the thing about that is that I've seen people get scammed that way, or like I've seen people, they get the short end of the stick. So
Mhm.
you just got to be careful and know who you're working with.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mm. Very good gems you're
yeah,
dropping here. So,
hmm
what's the first thing you listen to for in a new recording?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been doing this a lot, and honestly, the first thing that catches my attention is the beat.
Oh,
Because
okay.
being in percussion, making beats, always doing music, like I've always get attracted to the beat. And honestly, like you
Mhm.
could have an amazing beat, but you gotta have that lyrics, like the lyricism,
Mm.
So you
Yeah.
gotta have the lyrics to match the beat because I've heard like great beats with okay lyrics, and I've heard great lyrics with okay beats. So
Wow.
you gotta find the balance,
Uh-huh.
balance for sure. And I'm really good at, giving that criticism, constructive criticism,
Mhm.
right? Like, I'm not just gonna criticize. I always like try to give him criticism that will help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So, like, since you've been doing this, would it come to you like automatically? Like, oh, this not it is not flowing.
Mm.
Migi Flow says it don't flow.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm like, this ain't flowing the way it should be, but like, let me help you, fix that. So, like, I've heard recordings where the way they mastered it will be too loud. So like when
Mm.
I'm listening to it with my headphones or on a speaker, you could hear like almost like it tearing. It starts to
Oh,
like tear. You get like like I don't know how to explain it, but I know that people in music know that like you just gotta lower it down sometimes.
mm,
You don't want to blow out someone's eardrum, right? So
right, right.
yeah, yeah, you just gotta
Oh,
watch out for that for sure.
oh, so,
Always, yeah, always play in the car or listen to your in your earbuds or something before you drop the song. That
mm.
yeah.
Those are good tips because sometimes I'm like, how did this air? Like, wait a minute. And I know it's not me, but it sounds like
No,
it's
yeah,
like, like little crackling or something sometimes with
yeah,
like
yeah.
music.
Sometimes those audio issues, and sometimes it happens after you publish it or after you put it out. So I get that, that's just like a little technical difficulty. But
Yeah.
like if it's happening before you dropped it, then you gotta make sure you catch that.
So, okay. So let's just say hypothetically, right?
Okay.
You drop it and then you're like, oh man, that
hmm
one little thing or whatever in that
Yeah,
track. How
yeah.
can you pull it out? You can't get an eraser. You can't.
Yeah, you really can't. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm sure a lot of artists wish, you could just like erase that, right? But yeah, like, literally, I mean, at that time, hopefully, it's not like going viral already. But if there's that problem
Oh
and
man.
the artist doesn't want it, then they're gonna have to scrap it and try to re-upload it. Um, maybe re-upload it on a different device, or maybe it was, I don't know, like it's really a mystery to a lot of us. But like it just kind of depends how you take it. Like, are you gonna want to fix it or just leave it as is, right?
Yeah.
So
Huh.
yeah, yeah,
You can do a remix. Well, let me stop.
yeah. Do a remix, right?
Do a remix with the DJ helping you out, like
Yeah,
you
I
know.
have I have the homie DJ Drewski or DJ Flexing come remix that for you. Like they be
Right?
scratching it up on the records.
Hey,
Yeah,
I mean, for real. And some of those
yeah.
like songs that are remixes lit, right? Like
Yeah,
that's
no,
what they go
they're
to.
lit. They are lit. They get the club jumping, right? Like,
Right. So like that whole like little mistake,
mm,
yeah,
just put a little like, like
right.
in there.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
So what's one important lesson that you've learned in working in the entertainment business?
So, if anything, I have probably a few lessons, but one of them definitely is, have a great team, a
Mhm.
supportive team who's gonna believe in you and your dreams, and
Yes.
work well together, because I've seen teams where they end up splitting up, or
Mm.
they have some envy or resentment towards each other, like, it's almost
Mhm.
like a competition. But
Mhm.
like, the only competition is the competition with yourself, and you you shouldn't see it as you're competing, because let's be honest, there's already people that are at the top, and they're over here, they're getting awards, like they're over here, they got houses all over the US and overseas. So like those people are already winning. Like if you could, it's great to strive for that, you know?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
great to strive for that. Um but I'd say dreaming that big though when you haven't hit that yet, it's gonna feel like you're not doing enough. And you're gonna feel like, like, I'm not making this much yet. I'm not making,
Mhm.
this type of music yet, or like I'm not doing these numbers yet.
Mhm.
And that's when the artist gets discouraged.
Yeah.
And that's when like people start quitting and they start like giving up. So like, you know, SHM over here, none of us are quitters.
Right.
So
Right.
so yeah, just have a great team, supportive,
Mhm.
great manager,
Yes.
you know,
Yes. That's
and
right.
yeah, just have someone who's genuine, and have genuine people around you, because you don't want to be surrounded by fake people.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And speaking about being a manager, do you
hmm
know any pathways for instance, overseas people
hmm
that would like to stream their music in the U.S.? Do
yeah,
you
so
have you?
this
Mhm.
is interesting, because I've had someone in who was French. I believe he
Okay.
was from, I'm pretty sure he was from France, but there's people that speak languages all over the world. But I've had someone hit me up in French before, and I had to like translate it to talk to him. But this guy, like, he wanted to work together, and um, you know, I'm not sure if it was like he wanted to, get music out here or get our music out there. But as long as you have a connect from someone over here to over there overseas, then you should be able to like, produce music anywhere. And that's what I'm kind of aiming for as a producer, is not only
Yeah.
to make, English music, but like I want
Mhm.
to make all languages, like
Great.
some beats that like anyone could like be on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have two, maybe three that I can talk with you about.
Okay.
Two
Yeah.
couple of them are in Africa and one in the UK.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that
That's
would be
awesome.
great. And actually,
Yeah.
I've interviewed all three of them, so
Okay.
they were on
That's
the.
awesome. Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. Like, send them my way. I'll throw them
Yeah.
in, net flow. That's the
Okay.
group chat. I got like
Okay.
60 plus members in there,
Oh, dope.
all
Okay.
amazing artists, DJs, influencers. So I'll definitely put them in
Nice.
there. I got you.
Cool. Yeah. And they're sweethearts like you. So.
Thank you. Yeah,
uh,
thank you.
so if you weren't producing music,
Mhm.
what would you be doing right now, Miki?
That's a great question. Like, maybe I'll be like working at McDonald's or like maybe I'll be at FedEx still, because I used to work at FedEx, I'll be like putting the packages in the plane or I'm moving air cans. So like I got to like take classes on like learning about the airplanes and how to like
Huh.
work with them. And that was a pretty cool job. It was really tiring though. Like, being in small little crawl spaces, moving like 100-pound packages, like it really hurt my back. Like it was honestly like it was awful. It was miserable. But it was a great, I feel like you gotta experience everything, everything happens for a reason. So,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, yeah. But I would probably just be maybe modeling or acting.
Okay.
Um, I did a little bit of, I did a little bit of work with Hollister in the past. So like,
Oh,
I
okay.
always thought about like, why not do it
Yeah.
again? Shout out to Anais for, putting me on.
Okay.
She's amazing. So yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Anise. Okay, cool. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can totally see Hollister on you. But you could do Migi
Yeah.
Flow. Migi Flow's,
I'm like, why not make
drip.
my own? Yeah,
Yeah,
my own clothing
exactly.
brand, huh? Like,
Exactly.
trust me, I
I
have
guess so.
some I have
Uh-huh.
some ideas. I got some like business, ideas. Like, definitely that's in the
Yeah.
works though. That's in the works. I'm not gonna lie.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to talk about that too.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
So, how has the internet and social media influenced your career?
Yeah. So honestly, it's influenced my career probably completely, right? So before I got into music, I always wanted to grow my Instagram page because I was like, well, whatever I do in life, if I have
Right.
a nice following, then I'm gonna already have some people to, engage with whatever I'm
Right.
doing. And so, I've always wanted to, go to college to, be a business major,
Okay.
so that might be a plan still. Um, but definitely social media, like I get to promote everyone's, music. They
Right.
help me promote. And, it's just like I got a great community on there. Like I know social media could be negative, right?
Mhm.
But it's like it's if you pay attention to it and just don't let it resonate with you because that will mess up your energy,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah.
And that's so true because, a lot of times we're all glammed up. We got the filters, we got all that,
Hmm.
stuff. And
Yeah.
reality is like once you take away the ring light,
Mm.
it's like,
Right.
oh, lights out. Is
Yeah.
that is that why they turn off the lights?
Yeah, right. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, I don't ever need to turn off the lights though, but I'm just kidding. But no, I think everyone's beautiful in like their own way, like,
Yeah,
whether if it's, their soul or,
yeah,
appearance, honestly. I know a lot of people care about appearance, but for me personally, you know, it's really about who you are as a person. Like, are you a beautiful soul or are you a little messed up? So
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That's so true. I mean, it costs a lot just to keep it going. Um, from my from my understanding,
I get
from what I
you.
see out there. uh,
Yeah, yeah.
if you could change anything about the entertainment industry, what would it be?
So if I could change anything about the industry, I would say like, you know, have a way for those who are trying to, come up, make it a little easier for them. Like I feel like there's standards and it's like you gotta fit those standards or like you gotta have this sound. You gotta sound like Jay-Z or you gotta sound like, this person, right? Like, like there's always like those are always gonna be like the top like role models, like
Right,
idols. And
right.
I feel like where artists also fail is that they're trying to fill those shoes. And it's like,
Yeah,
put on your own shoes. Like,
yeah.
be yourself, right? So definitely like more accepting, and more positive because I know it could be negative too. Like I see like a lot of like demonic stuff lately, right? With the
Mm,
music industry. So
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, keep it away.
Yeah, yeah. Keep that bad juju away for sure.
Yeah, yeah, right.
So, where do you find inspiration?
So inspiration,
Yeah.
honestly, I feel like I'm inspired by everyone around me,
Mhm.
but in reality, I know that my mind is very creative, and you know,
Mm.
it's just I always come up with I try to do my own thing, like whenever I'm writing, freestyling or writing down some lyrics, like everything I write is straight from my head, and I just love rhyming, right?
Mm.
I always thought like, man, I could be like what is it, Dr. Seuss, but like
Ah,
make some adult books, but like,
there you go.
yeah, like be a little different, right? But no, definitely, yeah, I'd say like people who surround me, the people that surround you are always gonna have an influence on you and make you who you are in a way. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
It's really interesting. I'm glad that you mentioned Dr. Seuss. I like Dr. Seuss books, but I
hmm
was also a fan of Mr. Rogers growing up, right? And
okay,
looking, and I'm dating myself, but just looking at it, it's like, okay, you see this gentleman coming into the room, and he has his, you know, he has to change his jacket to a sweater, and then he
yeah,
changes his dress shoes to, some kicks, some sneakers,
yeah, yeah,
and while he's singing the song and doing that, it's just really interesting how the simplicity of how he created that forum.
hmm
Uh, kids were just like drawn to it. I know I was
yeah,
as
yeah.
a kid. So it's just really interesting. You could do so many different things.
No, right? Yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't have to look like what you already seen, because what
hmm
you already see, like you said, trying to
yeah,
fill the shoes up when you know you have your own shoes and you have your own beauty within
yeah.
to
It's
show.
like make a new trend, like start
Yeah,
something new, you
yeah,
know.
show that beauty.
Yeah,
That's
be a trendsetter, everyone be beautiful. Hey,
that's
if you
right.
gotta be beautiful, just be yourself.
Right, right.
That's what I like to tell people. So yeah,
So, what's the best advice given to you?
the best advice given to me.
Mhm.
It's hard to pick one, but if one that resonates with me would definitely be, you know, it goes back to high school with my band director, Mr. Yannick, and he would always tell me, we have this little chant before we go perform, and we're performing in front of hundreds of people, and it's like,
Yeah.
you can't let nerves get to you, and if you mess up, you can't show anyone. You gotta keep on going. So, we used to always say, cool, calm, collected, confident. You
Mm,
know,
I
and
like.
then, that's like it used to be the three C's, but then they put the confident at the end, so made it four. You know, that's my favorite number, four, by the way. But yeah, so cool, calm, collected, confidence. So you know, just be cool, always calm, take a deep breath, a couple, you know what I'm saying? Like,
There you go.
yeah, so like I know like people let nerves get to them and that's when people start making mistakes. So you just gotta
Yeah.
always be confident, you know? Even if you
Yeah.
don't feel confident, act like you are, you know?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that is so true.
yeah.
And when you start smiling a lot, then you'll start laughing at yourself.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I do that a lot.
It's actually good. Laughter is the medicine, right? And it
Oh
helps like
yeah.
your stress, and
Yeah. It's
I
a
guess
healthy way
that's
to cope. Like, like sometimes when I'm sad, I'll laugh. When I'm mad, I'll laugh. When I'm
yeah,
happy, I'll laugh. Like, I don't know. Right? You just gotta, yeah, you just gotta laugh sometimes. It's healthy. It's not I mean, I don't know if it's healthy to be serious all the time, but like,
no.
like why not laugh, right?
Yeah, why
It's
not
it's
laugh?
amazing. Yeah.
That's true. And you can
Yeah.
just say, "Hey, I'm laughing with you, not at you."
Yeah, exactly, right? I get
But
that a lot. They're like, "Why are you laughing at me?" I'm like, I swear I'm not. I'm sorry." And I start laughing more. Like, I can't help myself sometimes.
That's funny because I'm the same way. But
Yeah,
hey, we need
yeah,
some bubbly people like us here in this world, right?
yeah. 'Cause the world could be so dark,
Yeah.
and you at the end of the day, like, why not be a little, why not be the light? Why not be a little
Right.
positive? I like to be optimistic. Look at the bright side. There's always good and bad, and there's always bad and good.
Right.
So there's always gonna be the mix of both, but it's all about what your mind is paying attention to. So you know,
True.
yeah, yeah.
That
I
is
like,
very true.
yeah, like what um Noelle knows. She quoted me last time. Um, I was saying, like, whatever you say and think becomes your reality, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just make your reality the way you want it to be. Don't let others influence that. And it's also sometimes on your environment. So if you're in a bad environment, sometimes you just need to, get away, change your environment, and things will start to get better.
That's so true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially, yeah, like you said, environment and people you hang out with. Like that
Hmm.
cliche saying, birds of a feather flock together. And that is so true.
I haven't
That
heard
is
that
so
one, but I'm
true.
glad you told me that because that's a good one right there.
Yeah, birds
Yeah.
of a feather flock together. And not every bird can soar in the sky like the eagles.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You got some chickens, you got some,
Got some chickens, you got some
some
hummingbirds,
birds. Yeah. And not everybody wants to go up there. So,
Yeah, right, right.
but it's all good. We need chicken. So,
Yeah. We need who doesn't want some eggs, right? Make
right.
make a nice omelet in the morning, like
Yeah.
hit me up, Chef Miggy on the way.
Right,
Hey,
right.
$10 a plate, I got you. $10 a plate, no problem.
Yeah. I'm gonna see like Migi Flow. Bird has just landed.
I'm a bird. Nah. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Nah, it's Miggy Flow.
Right, there you go. Hey, there you go. I've
Yeah,
been writing
there you
lately.
go. You already know. Noel knows.
In the know.
In the know.
So, what's next for Miggy Flow? And what message would you like to give your fans and up
Yeah,
and coming artists?
yeah, definitely. So, you know, a message I would like to give out to everyone is, you know, don't forget to count your blessings. And, sometimes you may not be where you want to be yet, but you just
Mhm.
got to take a step back and, really ground yourself, humble yourself, check your ego, and realize what you got. And things could always be worse. So,
Mhm.
optimistic, be optimistic. And um what's next for Miggy Flow. So, there's a lot of things coming. Like, I just set up another um podcast for the 23rd of this month. So I got another show coming. And also tomorrow. tomorrow I'm hosting a club event. So,
Oh,
you want to pull up. I might have some artists, pull up and perform, special guest performances. So, that's gonna be, I believe, in Santa Ana at the Lava Bar. So,
what?
pull up, have a great time with Migi Flow, and who knows, maybe Noel knows might pop out. So,
Yeah.
and maybe we might have some people from the label, and also shout out to everyone on the label, the team.
Hmm.
Definitely my family. I gotta give thanks to everyone. So yeah, I'm just blessed. I thank y'all for tuning in, watching, and for supporting Annette and her amazing podcast, and
Oh,
just for being here and receiving these blessings from Migi Flow. So I hope my energy is flowing through everybody's, and just never give up, never give up. Yeah,
well, and the event is tomorrow, right? And will you
yeah.
have a flyer, or do you want
Yeah,
just
so I
okay?
do I do have a flyer, yeah. I'm gonna repost it today on my page.
Okay.
Um, so that everyone could, be reminded. I know there's a lot of parties going on because I work with a lot of groups, clubs,
Hmm.
so shout out to 909 Productions. Those are
Okay.
all the homies from the high school. Our parties go too viral that we got choppers and headlights and like spotlights on us. So I stay away. I try to stay away from the parties because they've been getting a little out of hand lately. But you
Oh,
know,
okay.
we really party in Cali.
Oh,
We
wow.
we really party in Cali every weekend, 3 days. Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Ah, so I'm in the wrong state then, Miggy.
I
Let me
I
see.
I wouldn't know about that because you might I'd say you're safe where you're at. You're safe
Okay,
where you're
good.
at. But as an artist, all these
Uh,
parties going on, we always
yeah.
have like amazing artists like AZ Check and ASM Bobster. Like we have all these great artists, and I'm trying
Mhm.
to get more of my artists to be able to perform at these parties too because it's a
Okay.
big crowd. Great experience. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. That's so dope.
Hmm.
Yeah. So just tag me and then I'll share it on my platform.
Yeah.
What
Thank you.
I've gotten from you is that Miggy flows like energy flows, to sum it
And
up.
water,
That's
and like
right.
water.
Be like water, my friend. Quote from
Yeah.
Bruce Lee.
You already know.
Love Bruce
Exactly.
Lee.
Exactly.
Well,
Yep.
right now, this is airing live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. I will download this into our Apple Podcast and Spotify, and make sure you subscribe to In the Know 360 and
Yep.
Miggy Flow. And I have everything on the commentary, so you'll be in the know.
Thank you. Thank you.
You like how I
And
rhymed?
and I got you. I got you. Look, in the know, 360. You feel me? You already
Yeah.
know. So yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for
So
having me. I really do appreciate you.
yeah. So do you
Yeah.
have any special thing going on that you wanted to
Yeah. So I'm a little nervous. But I feel like I should definitely do this because it's my first time. A lot of people haven't heard me rap and freestyle. If you haven't been on my live, I be rapping for like an hour straight sometimes. So you know what? I think it's time we spit a little freestyle, right? I think
Okay.
it's time.
It's time. See, that's why you need to come to join in the No 360 so you
Yeah,
can get some Miggy flow at ya dough.
yeah. You never want to miss out. You know what I'm saying? Okay,
All
let's
right,
do
here
this,
we go.
y'all. This is also Mob Deep. This is a Mob Deep instrumental called Quiet Storm. If y'all
Okay.
if y'all know, you know. Let me turn it up some more. Uh, yeah, I'm Migi Flow. You already know. I never bend, I never fold. I'm staying in the mode, huh? Yeah, every time I tell them what to do, they do what they told. Hold up. SMH is the label. Hold up, you already know. SHM on the map. Hold up, I'ma run it back. Yeah, push him in like a thumbtack. Hold up, we running it back like a quarterback. You best believe I never lack. Hold up, shout out to my late night steppers. You already know you salt and pepper. Hold up, eating them up like lemon pepper. The wings, you already know we never stop. We at the top, you best believe. Hold up, we gonna run it up all the way. You already know, Hey, it's really Migi Flow. MIGGY. It's really McGee. The idol is Biggie. BIGGIE. You already know where I reside in the IE. Hold up, we out here getting litty. Yeah, you already know in the city. I got people in the LA to the Bay. Yeah, all the way to San Diego. Hold up, she really love my lingo. Hey, hold up, I'ma have them standing up on one leg like a flamingo. Huh. You already know off the Casamigos. Yeah, gonna turn them into a Casa Frico. You already know off the handy, anything is possible. Hey, the Jack and Coke, you already know. Hey, I'm really like the Pope, you best believe. Hey, talking on me, you better repent all of your sins. Hold up. Hey, I'm gonna win, you best believe. I'm gonna grin, I'm gonna smile, cause I'm gonna be at the top with my team. Yeah, SHM, you already know. Slit heart music, we go hard, you best believe. Hey, yeah, huh. I'm gonna call up my boy like Call of Duty. He gonna pull up. His name is Moody. Hit you with that 1, 2, 3. Hold up, you already know. Yeah, finna catch a PJ. My boy name is Polly J. You best believe we had the IE jumping since day one. Hold up, I'm really switching up my flow. You already know. Yeah, it's Migi Flow and Noel knows. Yeah, hold up, cause baby, you already know off the dome. Yeah, I could really spit the heat. You know, when I breathe, I'm breathing the fire on the beat. Hold up, yeah, I be making my own beats and spitting on them. You best believe. Yeah, I be whipping it up in the kitchen, in the stew. Hold up, shout out to my crew. Hey, all right, all right,
Hey,
yeah,
because you know, Miggy
little
knows.
some, little some,
Miggy Flow knows. Now
yeah,
you
make
know.
it fun.
And if you don't know, you're
Mhm.
in the know.
Yeah, and if you don't know, now you know. You know what I'm saying? So you in the know.
Yeah.
360. Yeah,
Yay! Wow, that
yeah.
is so dope. Oh my
Thank you,
gosh.
thank you. I did honestly, I did not think I was gonna end up doing
Wow.
it. I did not think I was gonna end up freestyling. You know, even some of my artists don't know how to freestyle, but
Wow.
you know.
Man, look, I'm like, you get the crowd going, boy. You got
Woo!
me going.
hi, mom, hi, dad.
Yay! Give a shout out to Miggy Flow
Yeah,
with his
thank
flow,
you.
bro. Like,
That's sick flow. We on sicko mode, savage mode, all of it.
wow, wow. That's all I have
Yeah,
to say. Mic drop.
mic drop. Hey, I got the mic right here.
Yeah, me too. Mic drop.
I'm dead.
Oh gosh. Well,
Nah,
thank you so much. What a phenomenal wow freestyle. Like you were
thank
just
you.
going hard.
Yeah, you know, I really would
Wow.
have went a little more in, but like I'm trying to keep it a little PG-13, so like yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But
That's
you
lit.
know, like
That's
we'll say that for like maybe I told my artist like I might have to hop on a song with you. So like
uh-huh.
um I've been so focused on the business side, but like in reality, like I've been really focusing on also growing myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love, trust me, my passion and I feel like my purpose is to really help others see their potential and reach their purpose because
Right.
I feel like I'm here for others, like
Right.
I'm not only here for myself and my family, but I've been through so much that it's
Yeah.
like I'm just really selfless. I'm
Mm.
not selfish. So thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. And hold tight, don't leave.
Oh yeah.
Thank you everyone. I appreciate you guys. And Miggy Flow
Mm,
just did a freestyle. Shout out to Miggy Flow. Thank you so much, sir. Have
thank
a
you.
wonderful day, everyone. And don't forget to tap in at
Yeah.
7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Don't miss
Thank
it.
you.
Don't miss it.